Greetings to all DailyNetPay private trade share members. This is John Kielec, and I am doing the weekly report for private trade shares, which was done from Monday, June 17th to June 21st, 2019. Now, today is Sunday, which is June 23rd. And I just want to let all know that we have arrived safely at our home in Canada. Kind of tired because we just arrived yesterday or late last night. But anyways, I'm doing this update to let everyone know that there's going to be no more trips outside of Canada for this year for me and Mary GK. The only thing that's going to be left is just weekend short trips with family and grandkids here in Ontario. While traveling in Europe, the trading Forex market went on as usual. Basically, what I have done, set auto trading, basically set buy and sell limits, take profit limits, place certain stop losses. So it was mostly automated, and I just basically checked at the end of the day. And it worked quite well because the 2 weeks or practically 3 weeks, we were in profits. So during the week of June 16th to 22nd, there was no Bitcoin trading because we were traveling USA. And as you know, we are using BitMEX, and BitMEX is a broker in New Zealand, does not deal with United States. Actually, there's not too many brokers that want to deal trading Bitcoin or cryptocurrency which are in states. So United States residents have to go outside USA to be able to trade Bitcoin. But anyway, since we are back home in Canada, the Bitcoin trading will resume. Another thing I want to know before I show the stats, what was happening in the last week. All DailyNetPay private trade shares, compound earnings are done and updated. Also, all DailyNetPay private trade share earnings payouts are done for members who use Solid Trust Pay or Bitcoin. And those are who have a compound sent to receive payments. The payments are done to Solid Trust Pay and Bitcoin. Not done. And this is kind of where I'm having an issue. DNP private trade shares earning payouts for ORU are on hold due to transferring funds to ORU account, to my ORU account. I have very little funds in there. I have used up a lot of money in there, and while I was in Europe, I could not do the transfer to ORU for some reason. Now I got to transfer several $1000s from bank, and I'm not exactly sure how to do that with ORU account, but I'm going to be doing that this coming week. So if you are using ORU and have earnings to be paid out, I can pay out immediately if you choose to have your earnings paid out to Solid Trust Pay or Bitcoin. Sorry, but ORU might take a week. I'm not sure how long it's going to take for the funds to arrive in my ORU account from my bank. And I'm going to be in touch with ORU support tomorrow. What would be the fastest way possible to have the funds, because I want to have those commissions paid out. Okay, so before I go into the next step, what you see over here, let's go to the trading charts and see what's happening. Okay, these are the 6 markets, Forex markets that I trade. Mostly it's British pound against New Zealand, British pound against USD, British pound against Japanese yen, US dollar against Canadian dollar, euro against US dollar, and also Bitcoin against the USD. So let's go with New Zealand dollar. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are my, it's my special trading site. Well, not a site, but a plan that I have, and I explained that in other videos how I use that. There's a lot more to it than, I just give you the basic information, but these are the trading ranges. There's different indicators that I take into consideration before I make my trade, and I decide where to go next. But anyways, we had pretty well every day we traded in here. Some trades were open from like Monday to Tuesday, then we came in profit. Like over here, we started on Tuesday, went up, made a little profit, then came next day when the prices dropped down, or before Monday ended when prices down, and followed all the way down. Then, each day we got a different signals, and these trades were quite profitable. And over here, these two right now are open trades, and I will talk about that a little bit more. These open trades are in for FX choice, okay? So I use these charts to let you know, because we use 3 brokers, FX choice, OENDA, which I trade mostly the Canadian dollar, and BitMEX, which is for Bitcoin. Okay, British pound and US dollar, and the same thing. Most of the trades were very profitable. There was light trading, but there were small trades, but some of them were carried over from this one from Tuesday. This is Tuesday. You can see the date over here from Tuesday when the prices went up. It was only 13 pips, but we carried over. There was a crossover, EMA crossover, and it was carried up to the next day. So we took profits from here all the way practically till somewhere over here where we have 2 red bars. So that was quite profitable. Like I say, it was light trading, but was carrying over. And over here, this is kind of like a channel, but it went for prices down over here, and we have profited. Then later, the market returned up, and we also benefit from that. So light trading, but very beneficial. Japanese yen, okay, we did some too. And this is, there was a couple trades in here. We have the crossover over here. We got a signal for prices go up, and we did. We made a little profit. Then on, what was that, Thursday, we got a signal to go down. It was another EMA crossover with our signal trending down. But in here, we have lost this trade. It was a small trade, but, small loss wasn't that big. But what happened in here, even though we got a signal EMA crossover, we got another EMA crossover for signal to go up. That was after we lost this trade, because what has happened in here, our trading range showed us a signal to go down, but it only went down within the trading range 7 points, and my stop loss was 20 points minimum. So then after 7 points or pips, the market turned up and go up, So that was a losing trade in here. It was a small loss, but once we got up here, we went, I went for prices down. I put a set buy limit and stopped out limit, take automated profit at certain price, and that worked out well. But anyways, that was the only losing trade that we had. Next, okay, USD and Canadian dollar. All right. We did use some Forex market in here, very light trading in here. We're using FX choice, these trades, but mostly I have used OENDA, and this is where OENDA I trade Canadian dollar, or USD against Canadian dollar. And you can see there was no trading on Monday and no trading on Friday, but I've traded auto set once again, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And you can see these green marks, okay? I got a signal for prices to go up. It was profitable. There was like a little channel in here. We got another signal with the yellow one is my trading range. It's my special plan. Went for prices down, got stopped out with a profit, and the market went back up, but it started to go down again outside my trading range. What happened? We went for prices down, and there was a nice profit in here. Then it turned green, and it was stopped out with a limit profit. And that was it. Then for Thursday, saying that we got a signal. I should have, I wasn't at the computer, but if I was at the computer, I would have, we would have rode this wave all the way down. But, I play safety, and we took a nice profit in here. On Thursday morning, we got a signal for a continuation of this huge downtrend, powerful downtrend, and we went short again, and we got limit profit stopped out with a nice profit over here. And no trading on Friday as we were traveling. I could not get into the network or internet, or was the safety of our account. I could not place trades. So that was happening with the Canadian dollar. Now, lastly, Euro USD. I think there was one trade was right in here. There was a crossover outside. We got in here for a little bit of a profit, and that was it. I'm kind of testing this Euro USD market, and it's working pretty good. There's got to be more technical analysis and for me to get to know this market and follow the trend. But the trend is our friend. And many use that, so I did use this, but look at this. It would have been nice. But like I say, Friday, I didn't do much trading whatsoever in this field because I could not get into a safe internet use. So I left it out. Okay, so that was the trading. Now over here we have Bitcoin. This Bitcoin I use just to, like I say, in the United States, FX choice, I can trade Bitcoin Monday through Friday, but not on the weekend. When we have BitMEX, which I'll show you in a minute, and we can trade, if I am not in the United States, I can trade 24/7, 365 days a year. But, I look at this chart because Bitcoin, while I was in States, we missed out a little bit of a profit here. And that was from the 20th, look at the Bitcoin. And, I just read about it this morning when I had some time just kind of look at it, what's happening. And whoa, but still, the Bitcoin is in a huge uptrend, parabolic trend going upwards. In here, it looks like it's developing like a channel. Okay, but you can see that channel, just almost being broken upwards again. So, there's only one way for Bitcoin right now, to my knowledge, my opinion. I'm not any kind of financial advisor or anything like that, but my opinion, Bitcoin is continue to go up. And you can see this green arrow. As soon as we crossed the border yesterday in the United States and Canada, I bought the Bitcoin right over here because it came down. This was like a little bit of correction to me, and I bought it. It went up and down. You can see we are in profit right now. And this is our stop loss for Bitcoin. But I'm not using that in Forex market. I'm not using that in FX choice, but actually in BitMEX. And BitMEX, this is our BitMEX account. And you can see right now we got, it went up. This is where we got in. This is our take profit. Okay, when it reaches 11,950, it's a $10,000 contract we got right now running, and it's still going up. And you can see we bought right now, we're up 11.40%. or you can see we're up 0.0114, and it's going up, so it's going our way. You can see we got in here. This is the channel that I'm talking about. Okay, see where it started about over here, and yeah, so it hasn't closed above the channel yet, but you know, it's trying to break its above this channel. So once again, you know, this move, this is a huge trend, and it's going upward. So you can see once we get into stop limit take profit. It's set at 11,950. When it reaches that, we will gain a nice profit. And over here, this is our stop loss. I don't think it's going to reach that. This is like a major support over here, because this was the correction from this uptrend, and it usually goes anywhere. The corrections, little dips, it's about 20-30%. Over here went up, and the correction was about you know, when you take right from here all the way up here, it's about, you know, a little bit over 30%. So it's, you know, the past records kind of repeat itself, past history repeats itself. So I think this, in my opinion, the Bitcoin will not go below $10,260. Okay, it's been holding that support. And this is what I mean when I look at this chart over here, because you can see this is the resistance over here. This was the support, the correction, and it's almost got to here, but you can see it's still going up. So I think we're going to reach this target of $11,950 in Bitcoin. Now, my opinion on Bitcoin, once it reaches about $12,000 and it breaks above $12,000, well, there's nothing stopping Bitcoin to reaching the next target of $20,000. Like $12,000 to $13,000. There's going to be some corrections in there, in my opinion. Okay, but once it breaks above that $12,000, the $20,000 target is next, and when it breaks to $13,000, well, that is for sure that $20,000 mark in Bitcoin will be reached. So we're having this position right now, like that wasn't last week, that was just from yesterday. We're gaining 0.0122, so we're just going to ride this wave, and I think it's going to go all the way up there. It might go up and down a bit, but you can see right from here, that you know, this line is going up. Okay, so the trend once again is up, and this is what I'm showing you right in here. The trend is so strong. If it reaches over here, then it's going to go back. When it breaks this major trend up, well, this might be a little bit of correction, but I don't think it's going to break this resistance, which was over here, or the support and yesterday's support. So this is what the trading is all about, and you know, this is my technical analysis with my special plan. Now, lastly, what I want to show you is a lot of members are asking the DNP private trade fund shares. We're going to have private trade share funds, private trade shares, which is pay 150%, 300 plus days, but the private trade fund shares coming soon. So the DailyNetPay will have 3 packages, and you know, the pack number 1 is private trade share for $20, $150 return in 300 plus days. DailyNetPay private trade share plus private trade share fund share, private trade fund share, pack number 2. And the third one, this is what's going to be added, DailyNetPay private trade fund share, pack number 3, which each one will cost $10. And this is what everybody's waiting for, because each $10 pack it will return 130% in 60 to 90 days. And you can find out more if you go to DailyNetPay.com and you click on how it works, and in there you're going to find DailyNetPay pack number 1, what it includes, okay. Then we're going to have DailyNetPay pack number 2. It's private trade share fund, private, I got to get used to this, maybe I should change this name, private trade share plus private trade fund share pack number 2, which costs $69.95 and will include both. And coming soon, pack number 3, this is going to be the private trade fund share coming soon, where it's 130% total return profit in 60 to 90 days on each $10 package share. You're going to be able to purchase in lots as well, so that is coming. That is coming soon. I don't have set date, but hopefully it's going to be by sometimes in July. I'm going to be working with Andy. I already been in contact with Andy. I got to do some codes for him, payment codes for Solid Trust Pay and Bitcoin, and maybe EURU. Well, EURU, it's simple, but anyways, we're gonna, once I know a date and more about how we're gonna work this out, update will be go. Like I say, you know, we're done with vacationing, traveling outside Canada, outside our home, just with grandkids around Ontario, you know, local areas, weekend trips and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be spending most of the summertime working this and trading and just taking some time. So once again, you know, this is what DailyNetPay is all about. So the results, everybody's waiting, what kind of profits did we earn for the week of June 17th to June 21st, 2019? Well, ladies and gentlemen, like I say, with light trading while traveling, smaller trades but profitable, we are back home, and the week's profit was 7.28. Not bad at all. You know, and like I say, I mentioned in a previous update that I am working, tweaking my special secret plan, trading plan, that I want to get at least close to 10%, 8 to 10% a week. And, you know, I'm tweaking it, I'm learning it, but now I'm going to have more time. I'm going to apply that and see if we can actually have consistent winnings around 10% a week. And of course, the commissions and earnings will be paid out a lot faster. You will earn a lot faster, especially with the 130% private trade fund share coming soon. So in Owenda, as you can see, we had 4 trades, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, they were all 4 wins, no losses, no open trades. FX, well, there's only one FX trade that is open, and that's British pound against New Zealand. Okay, we're way up here. We're going for prices down, and looks like you know, we're going to achieve that Monday or Tuesday, because it is going to rebound. It went up, but it looks like the market is starting to go down. I might even put another FX trade in here when it goes a little higher. Okay, this is FX choice trading, and this is where you can do the hedging, stock up the what do you call trades one on top of each other to be more profitable. Okay, so in FX hedge, we had 11 wins, 1 loss, and I showed you the last, so we have those open trades. During that week, June 17th to 21st, we had no BitMEX trading, okay, because we were in States. While we traveled in Europe, we had 1 trade of Bitcoin, which was profitable, and that was mentioned last week. But when I was in during this week in States, I could not trade, so nothing. So total wins 15, 1 loss, 2 open trades. Almost perfect week again. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. And like I say, you know, sorry about the EURU. I should have been more prepared, but all of a sudden we had more members switching to ORU, getting ORU cards, and I got to have a steady flow of cash going into ORU from Solid Trust Pay or from our trading broker. And that's a little time that I'm not really used to it yet, and I got to find out the fastest way to transfer funds into ORU so I can pay out those commissions. But once again, if you are have Solid Trust Pay or Bitcoin account, which I highly recommend, you get paid immediately every Friday. All right, so have a nice resting Sunday afternoon because it is late Sunday. I'm still going to rest a bit because the travels kind of wear you out, and glad to be back home in Canada. Glad to be back in full business again of trading. Hope our profits will rise even more, above 10%. And we'll keep you updated with everything. So once again, thank you for listening. Thank you for being part of DailyNetPay. And as always, my best. Wishing you a profitable day each and every day. And that is possible with DailyNetPay.